Start capture.
Hey guys. I reset my tablet and I'm gonna try and get back into reactions again. I don't I want to show you so badly what has been going on. It's my feed is just filled with this stuff. Like, and it's so hard when real lives are involved. Like, politics used to be boring for me. I used to hate following it. Part of me's entertained by it, but part of me's also upset and afraid and frustrated, and I just don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of political stuff going on here, and it's getting to a point now where it's affecting everything. Like, the ability to, I'm afraid that even though I eat only meat, and even though that's the cheapest way to eat, my fear is that soon even that will become impossible because Stephen Gilbo is the male Greta Thunberg. I'll just say that much. Look up, I don't even know how to spell Gilbo, but it's French and it's probably B-A-U-L-T? Not sure. But he's the male version of Greta Thunberg, and he's got this really annoying voice. I mean, he's got a feminine voice. I said female, but I made a mistake. I meant male, but he does have quite a feminine voice. And it's just been very depressing to hear no signs of an election, even though all of the other parties seem to be turning on our current Liberal government. And even the Liberals, a bunch of the Liberals, there's backbench. They're called backbench because of where they sit in the House of Commons. Even quite a few of the backbench Liberals are saying no more of this. They're even being brought down by all this, and they're no longer having it. And we're dealing with a prime minister who doesn't seem to think he needs to do anything about this. He's only made things worse since Parliament has basically been frozen. They cannot pass any form of legislation because they're still under scrutiny from the RCMP, and the RCMP are still waiting for documents for them to be sent over, and they won't send them over. I would think if you had nothing to hide, you would send them all over, but there was information that came out that said these documents had been retracted. They'd had things taken out of them, like information removed from them, so to speak. So now they're being ordered to send the unredacted forms, and they're not doing it. So I don't even know how they're able to raise taxes without that. But without Parliament functioning. but they're wanting to raise the taxes more and even more. And now that Trump has been elected, and now he's president-elect again in the U.S., I'm afraid. Because Canada used to be well respected. And Trump says he loves Canada, but he does not like our current government. I understand that. I can respect that, but ever since that was brought to light, I've just gone down this sort of like, what do we do now? I've talked with my boyfriend about it. I've talked with... I don't think anyone else knows about this particular turn of events, actually. But I feel very discouraged. I don't know why a vote of non-confidence has not resulted in an election yet. We have the NDP, which are basically called the New Democrat Party. They're even turning on the Liberal government. They are still a form of a Liberal government, but they're not quite the same. I guess policies are different in that party. But then there's the Bloc Québécois, which is really only serving Quebec. I don't even know why they're in... But anyway, they're turning on the Liberals, and the only people that are supporting Trudeau at this point are his main cabinet. All of this is on YouTube, by the way. All of this. You can find clips that prove what I'm saying. There are clips out there. And Kevin O'Leary said it best. I would rather see a goat put in that chair, in the Prime Minister's chair, and listen to him bleat yes or no in response to all the questions. He didn't say it quite like that, but he said something along those lines. This has been putting me in a really bad mood. I was in a worse mood on X. I really voiced my opinion up there. But this is basically what's been going on. And it's really mentally starting to affect me. The drama show is great, but now they're getting too involved in our personal lives. They've broken the third wall too much. Can we just keep it behind that wall? Please. I don't want to be involved anymore. I don't want them involving themselves in our lives. You know those YouTubers that they start getting really toxic, where they become, you're so evil and I'm going to find where you live and I've seen YouTubers, maybe they don't necessarily say I'm going to find where you live, but they try to dox people, the government knows where I am. That's the scary part. And soon, I could be a target for them. And that's my worry, is because I've had such particular views even before I became more engaged in the news about our politics, that I just feel like soon I will actually be, I'm not saying I will be, but I fear that. I feel threatened, and honestly, I've thought about just leaving everything and finding a way to legally move to the US. I've considered that. Which probably wouldn't help since Biden is still the president at the moment. But I want to leave. I don't want to live here in Canada anymore while this is still going on. I feel unsafe. And there's a lot of awful people here. Prince Edward Island used to be like, everybody loved it here. Everybody was like, they're so nice and kind, but with the increase in the overpopulation of immigrants, some of them illegal, by the way. They are awful, awful drivers, horrible to us. They hate women. You want to talk misogyny? Holy crap. They're so just awful. They're rude. They're literally disgusting. They crap on beaches. It's not any of us Canadians crapping on beaches. These are fully grown people crapping on beaches. There's clips about that too. There's articles about it. It's immigrants doing that. They are stealing things. They are showing you how to get free food. They're raiding the food banks. It is disgusting. Disgusting. I want to get out of here. I don't want to live here in Canada anymore. I want out.
Default lock screen window. Lock screen. Pane.
I want out.
Looking for you. Make. Window sign in window. Sonia Walker group. Pin. Edit. Well. No item in view. Recording toolbar window. System audio unmuted. Discard. System audio. Microphone unmuted. Stop recording. Button.
I went into sleep. The sleep mode thing while it was recording. That's interesting. Anyway. I'm in a really bad, I don't know. I just don't feel safe here anymore. Canada's not what it was. At all. At all. A lot can change in even 4 years. This has been going on for almost a decade. I can no longer handle it. A song I uploaded on my music channel says, I'm strong. I'll fight the battle, I'll win the war, but now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not so sure anymore. I don't think I can continue living in Canada through the next year. And the worst part is, I don't think anyone is going to want to join me. I'm probably going to have to do this alone. I don't know how much more of this I can take. It's like Trudeau wants us gone. It's like he wants all of us Canadians out. Right, it's because we're racist, I forgot. That's why he wants us out. Because us white people are apparently racist. Apparently. because we don't like the fact that immigration has like skyrocketed. Yeah, that's why. There's literally a clip out there of him saying that we're racist because we don't like the current immigration policies, or whatever the heck you call it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what to do. Our system doesn't work the same way the American one does. We don't have a limit of 2 terms. We can have an election every 4 years. But, like, the first term is like 4 years. But we can stay on as long as we want. The only good thing that's come out of all of this is the fact that Trudeau has been... There's intelligence to suggest foreign interference. And as far as we know, they're all liberals that have been involved. And there was one former conservative runner. One former conservative runner that we know of. I'm guessing the rest of them are all liberals because no other names have been released. Those names have been private for so long, and there was like 4 or 5 released since. And that's kind of a good thing because now they can't try to use that to rig the next election. The gig's up on that one. But I can't. I can't do this. I can't live like this anymore. I really want to leave Canada. This isn't my home anymore. None of it is. It's been destroyed by Fiona, which, by the way, was a natural thing. It was not caused by us. Just so you know that. For those people that think any weather issues are caused by us, any storms and any... Yeah, apparently humans cause storms. Yeah, no, that's not the case because there have been storms. I'm sure there have been like tornadoes and stuff even 500, 600 years ago before we started burning coal. I'm sure there were lots of storms like that. I'm sure of it. Like, it's written in ancient texts. So the fact they're blaming us for all these storms is preposterous. Anyway, I'm thinking about moving to the US next year. I might even look up how to do it. I'm not desperate to get out of here. So, once Trump is in office, I'm leaving Canada. If we don't have an election by then, yeah, I'm leaving. On a jet plane. Don't know if I'll be back again. Suck on it, Gilbo. I hate this country because of you. Yeah. Word to all of you. I hate all of you, and I hate this country now because of you. You're welcome. You're welcome. By the way, anything I've said about, the racist comment, It's the rhetoric people like to spew. I don't actually believe that I'm a racist or that because I'm not. I love people from all different walks of life and all different cultures, all different backgrounds. It's just when you try to prop them up as something special, like somehow they have a magical power because of their skin color. That's what they make it seem like. And it's like, no, they're just like me, the white as a ghost, tiny little puny 5-foot twig. I am no different than a black or a brown, indigenous, overweight, disabled. I am disabled too, but LGBT person. I'm no different than any of these people. We are all the same. The only difference is the skin color. There's nothing beyond that. Yes, there might be some language differences, might be some slight genetic differences, but it doesn't mean that somehow they're more special. Okay? Ultimately, they're capable of the same things that we white people are, and yet they're propped up somehow. They've already had, like they already have had appreciation for them. Like, they don't need any more than they already had for the longest time. And for the people that are actually racist towards them, shame on you. Shame on you. They deserve the same rights as we do. Not more and not less. The exact same. We white people deserve the exact same rights that the black, the brown, whatever, deserve. Because we are humans. We are all humans. What, you think they're animals that have like a mutation that makes them smarter? Not exactly human, maybe humanoid. You think they're from space or something? That's what they seem to be propped up as. Oh, woman of color, woman of color. Big whoop. So what? It's not as sensational as you think it is. Oh, you're blind, yeah, so? What, does that make me more or less human? No. Frig off, you're all the same. Don't go propping one person up and bringing another person down just because one person has a skin color that's different than yours. Okay? So I don't actually, we're not racist when we say that the immigration policies have been insane. I know America had the same problem, and Trump is going to try and tackle all of that now. I'm going to figure out how to get in legally. And if we don't go into an election by January, I'm leaving Canada, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can anyway. I'm like 80% wanting to do this. My dad's gonna be like, why? Why would you do that? I live alone anyway. Until Canada goes into an election, I'm done. I'm done here. I can't. 9 years of this hell. I cannot. Shame on all of you who continue to hide and do all this stuff. Shame on all of you for this. You guys will end up going down in history as some of the worst people on earth. You just don't see it yet. There's going to be documentaries about you. All of you. And thanks to all of you, I am going to be leaving Canada in the new year. Come January 1st, I'm going to start looking into how to leave Canada and legally move to the US. I'm going to get in contact with officials if I have to. I'm going to do everything in my freaking power to do all of this legally so that I can get out of here and say goodbye to Canada. Which is, maybe you'll be happy. Maybe you'll get a little immigrant disabled girl moving in here. Fine, great, good, okay, cool. Impressive, I suppose. I'm not impressed just because someone is an immigrant and disabled. I mean, yeah, some disabilities are kind of fascinating to look into because there's so many technologies that they can use to make their life easier. And like me, with my blindness and having Braille technology, it's interesting to watch, like, well, metaphorically for me, of course, but somebody with, like, Stephen Hawking. By the way, I don't think he necessarily needed to be held to a higher standard in terms of his status. Like, he was a physicist, that I could see, but beyond that, like, just because he has a disability that makes him, sure, I guess he's somewhat of a sensation there too, but it's like we prop up these people. Oh, you're disabled and you're an immigrant? All right, you can come. You can do this. You can do that. Blah, 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 blah. You have all the money in the world now, too. And then, oh, you're just a normal citizen of Canada? You were born here? You're white? Okay, no. We don't want you. You're welcome. You're going to get what you want, Trudeau. You're going to get what you want. I'm going to leave in January. I'm going to leave. Even though I'm blind. I can be a sensation in this world. But no, I was born here, so apparently I can't be, I guess. So, yeah, Trudeau's going to get what he wants. I'm going to leave in January and move to the States. And I don't know what state yet. I don't know what state would be a good state to move to. I want to move to a state that is mostly always red. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. No blue crap. I don't want the blues. Because if I get the blues, then I get crime on the streets and the fear all over again. So, yeah. Not happening. Yeah. I want to leave and move to the US. So, Trudeau's got what he wants. By January, I'm out of here. Until he fixes something. Okay, guys? Yeah. So, if anyone is able to access my X, let me know. Because I was told that they would try to click on my X link one time and it said it didn't exist. If it still gives you problems, let me know. Send me a message. Tell me how I can do this legally. If you're willing to help. Or if you know what state I would be safe in. Where I should move to. I don't feel safe here anymore. Which is weird. But there's a lot of crime that's happening closer and closer to home. And I won't be shocked if I hear a gunshot one of these days. I am scared. So scared. Something's telling me to move sooner rather than later, but because I also saw something that people were already leaving even though Trump isn't in office yet, officially. So that also makes me scared. Well, congratulations, Trudeau. You made the patriots leave. The people who were patriotic and believed in their home country for years. You're making all of them leave. Congratulations. I'm next. If anything comes up, I'll let you know. And right now I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this. It's not bad yet, but I already live in a very sketchy part of town. You can hear, like, there's people that live in the building next to me that are really sketchy. There's a lot of drug use and stuff going on. There's people that get in fights. There's police constantly patrolling the area here. Constantly. This particular area that I live in, there's police constantly. I don't know a day that goes by that I don't hear, oh, the police have been walking down the street, like, they're at the next building over there, so-and-so's done this, so-and-so's done that. Like, we live right near a building. You can look out my bedroom window and see the other building. It's so scary. I hate it. And it's only a matter of time before I start finding syringes everywhere. Or breathe in a grain of fentanyl and... Oh my god. Okay, probably won't get that bad yet, but... I am so afraid, you guys. This could all be... I mean, maybe I'm a little bit... Maybe my fear is freaking me out a little bit too much. I don't know. I'd love to be proven wrong, but... A lot of the crimes that are happening now seem to be coming closer and closer to home. And I don't want to be a witness of any of them. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Other than leave. You can look all this up, by the way. It's all in the news. The crime rates and stuff and how much they've exploded. You can look it all up. My province might be a conservative province, but it's not that great because the federal government is the government that's the Liberal government and they have the most control and they can override some of that stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, sorry to be such a downer, but that's how I feel. I'm not claiming that any of the stuff I have mentioned is 1000%, but there are clips claiming some of it, and then there's clips that might even contradict it. I don't know. I have to say this so that YouTube doesn't, But, right, and again, regarding race, I don't care. Your race, it matters. Your character, your personality, I don't know, who you really are on the inside. And we've all forgotten that. It's always about race now. It's always about your physical capabilities. I don't know. Anyway, so if you can, message me on X, let me know what I can do so that I can start the process, and move out of here by January. I might not even tell anybody I'm leaving. I might not. I don't know. I don't want the response from my dad to be like, don't you think you're overreacting? I'm not. I don't think. It's only going to get worse now that people are leaving the US. The very people that scare me to no end. Cartels. The people that would like to see you murdered just because you don't believe the same thing they do and they didn't get what they wanted. Those people. Yeah, those people really scare me. The people that can, and the people that walk around with illegal weapons. Yeah, they scare me. They scare me. You think I want to live in a country where that's okay? No. No. Unless you're a hunter, get rid of the gun. Drop it. You have no right to own it. Oh, but it's for protection. From who? Like, unless you got it legally, F off. No, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. And until Canada sees signs of an election coming, because we've been feeling it for months, and it still hasn't happened. It still hasn't happened. They've been saying it for months. They haven't prorogued Parliament. They haven't done anything. So, by January, I'm leaving, guys. I'm gonna leave. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna maybe even find a job that I could probably take up. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to live here anymore. This is not my home anymore. Until there's a change in the federal government, a change in the leadership, I'm done. I'm done here, guys. I'm done. So, that's it for this. I'm sorry to be a downer, but I can no longer do this. And I think this is also why I can't sleep, because it's getting to the point now where it's getting worse. The crime is getting worse. The immigration is getting out of control. It's already out of control as it is, and it's only getting worse. There's people living not here, not that I know of yet, but there are people living in tents. There are people allowed to just roam free and inject in the sight of children, the eyeshot of children, and yeah, you think I'm okay with that? No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay, I'm not. So, I've let this drone on long enough. I had to tell you how I really feel, guys. I have to tell you how I really feel. I do not feel safe here. Anyways, that's it for this. I'll see you guys probably in another video. I'll update you on how I feel. I only told my boyfriend, so I don't have the confidence to tell my parents this. Because my dad would just think I'm overreacting, and my mom probably wouldn't. I don't know. Okay? Well, anyways, I'll post this video up on X too. I'll post a link to it. I'll pin it. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be. And, yeah. Later, guys.
Recording toolbar window. Pause recording button. Stop recording. Pause recording button. Stop.